Good morning, children of St. Andrews. Happy Mother's Day to all our mothers and our ladies that are in our lives as our mothers, our grandmothers, our aunts, our friends. Children, be sure to say Happy Mother's Day today. Be nice to Mom, no fighting. And in honor of Mother's Day, we are going to learn the story of Mary, the mother of Jesus. When Mary was a little girl, she wondered what it would be like when she was all grown up. The years went by, and one day something happened that no one could explain. The angel Gabriel came to her and said, "God has chosen you to be the mother of God." But what did that mean? She was about to be married to a wonderful man who was a carpenter in Nazareth. His name was Joseph. Then the angel came to Joseph and said that Mary was going to have a baby, and the baby was God. Now Joseph was confused too, but Joseph and Mary were married, and the baby was born, and they named him Jesus. Many more things happened that were hard to understand. When Jesus was just 8 days old, they took him to the temple in Jerusalem to present him to God, as was the custom. Old Simeon was there waiting. When he saw Jesus, he said something like this, "Now I can die. I have seen the Messiah." When Jesus was about 12, Mary and Joseph lost him in Jerusalem, but they found him in the temple. And he said to them, "Didn't you know that I would be in my Father's house?" But Joseph's house was in Nazareth, where the carpenter's shop was. The boy became more confusing as he grew to be a man. When he began to teach, he returned to his home synagogue and read from the scroll of Isaiah about the coming of the Messiah. He then said that he was the one. Mary must have remembered the angel Gabriel, but the people of Nazareth were angry. They tried to throw him off a cliff. At a wedding, he changed the water into wine. And another time, Mary and his brothers came to see him when he was teaching. He said that those who followed him were his family, not them. Now his brothers were confused too. Then Jesus went to Jerusalem for the last time. And Mary was there. When they put him on the cross, she stood watching, probably standing near John. People have written beautiful and sad music about this. They've written because the mother was just standing there, and what was she thinking? Then Jesus lifted his head and spoke to her, "Woman, behold your son." He then said to a disciple, "Behold your mother." The disciple, who was probably John, took her into his own home and cared for her till she died her old age. When they took Jesus down from the cross, Mary was still there. Sometimes you will see a statue or a painting of Mary holding Jesus in her lap. She felt a devotion to her son. The next day was very quiet and empty for Mary. Then on Sunday, the first Easter, she and the other women walked slowly back to the place where Jesus had been put in the tomb. She needed to be close to him. They found that stone had been rolled away and that somehow Jesus was still there with them, as he is with us today. When the disciples returned from Mount Olive, after Jesus ascended, Mary and his brothers were with them. They waited in the upper room with the others. Mary was there a week later when the sound of the mighty wind filled the room and the Holy Spirit came like fire. No one knows when Mary died or was buried, but she was truly the Mother of God. When she was all grown up, she kept on growing. People still feel close to her. They name churches after her and make pilgrimages to places where she seems especially close. This is one of those stories. This is one of those stories that never ends. So instead of ending it, we will put down some of Mary's flowers. They're called forget-me-nots. She will never be forgotten. I wonder what part of the story you liked best. I wonder what part of the story is most important. I wonder what part of the story is about you. Or which part is especially for you. I wonder if we leave any part of this story out, will we still have all that we need? I wonder if you see any of these items that help you remember Mary in your day. Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers out there. Kids, I miss you. I hope to see you soon. Hope you have enjoyed our Mother's Day lesson. And I will see you all. And I love you all. And continue to make it through and to say your prayers. And God bless you all. Amen.